Alright everyone, Supreme Kami over here, and we are taking a look at what we have for this next 2 weeks over here. So this 2 weeks over here, we are going to be having the Gundam Dynamis, that's the welfare unit over here. So these are going to be all the logins that are going to be applicable on their days over here. So let me do kind of continue. So this next 2 weeks over here is going to be the final time we are going to be getting some of these 002 build project materials over here. So we should be able to get another set of 10. So definitely complete all your mission, and then you'll be able to secure yourself at least 2 more parts. So alright, so let's see what we have, man. I low-key miss all those like extra login bonuses like energy, capital, like those grow pinger. Like I don't know why like a new schedule would make them stop doing that. Like at what cost does it even, like what does it cost for them to add those as a login bonus? I don't know, like. And the worst thing is they're not even able to buy with like real money. Like like I don't even know what they're doing. Like they're cutting it off in terms of like the payable version of it. I mean, there wasn't ever like a payable version for those, but I'm just saying, like, they haven't dropped anything for like actually buyable stuff, and they have not dropped it as like any login. Like, so I'm just like, man, like I really don't know what's going on. And like so let's kind of take a look at this over here. So this one is gonna be the Sokai banner. So it's gonna be the 4-arm unicorn, and I gotta take a look at the EX skill real quick, and I just want to know if it's gonna be like the same thing or is it any different. So let's hope that it's gonna be different, but we don't know yet. So this one looks like they are breaking a chain, and this one is going to be a big skill. So big skill does make it a little bit intriguing to summon on, but not to a certain degree where I have to summon on, because the thing is, like, in terms of big skill, you cannot pair, like, why big skill was so good originally is the fact that you're able to get that non-conditional boosting. If 10 out of 10 suit that they released from now on it's going to be big skill. In terms of actually sub-slotting it, it's just going to be no different from your 1-to-1 for the first skill. So you can kind of argue the fact that, oh, you can have one that is big skill alterated, and then you can have another one, an ultra for example, and then you can kind of gain that 50%, but that's kind of doing a little bit too much. And then if you're not able to pull the same exact part, then what are you going to do? So so seeing another big scale is kind of like a 50-50 for me now, just because like the last few times they have released big scale already, I'm just like, so I guess, man, these are going to be the pilots up here. Obviously not going to be recommending for summoning, obviously, because you can definitely pick them up with your 4-star pick tickets eventually. So that's that. So going down, wait, is this what is that? Oh, so another, they're adding another 3. That's actually pretty hot. So I think they should have added it already, so that's cool. So definitely looking forward to that. I still have yet to actually use it in a thumbnail setup yet, so, or like I haven't even gone over to the last 3 they released. So not bad. At least they're keeping that aspect cool. But if they are going to be bad, let's say the photo studio, I mean, like, can they actually update how like the like the picture quality is? Like sometimes it look pretty janky. I'm just like, and like, can I actually rotate it to like maybe horizontal landscape whatsoever? Because like just having it horizontal, I'm just like, huh, like, come on, make some change to that. So other than that, we got the welfare event over here. Gonna be the dynamite, so gotta take a look to see how this one fare against, let's say, the standard version a bit. And then obviously some hardships on the sale right now, so that's cool, I guess. And then looking down over here, so we got some more alterations over here, and that is going to be pretty much it. So first things first, let me kind of dive into the alteration page. Just want to see what they're doing for this big scale over here. Like, look at that, big scale, big scale, big scale, big scale, and then another big scale. So they have been releasing quite a handful of big scale already, so I think maybe eventually they will kind of rotate back into some of the non-big scale. I think that would be cool. Just having a consistent inflow of big scale is not like the most healthiest thing, I would have to say. Okay, so EX skills. Okay, so it does not appear that it will be getting any new EX skill, I assume. Let me take a look at the arm. Oh boy. Okay, so whew. Okay, so that's what they're doing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they're like, all right, gonna make it exactly the same thing, change the attribute, make it big scale, pump up the stat, and that's it, call it a day. I see, that's what they're doing. Pump up to SS power, why not? Let's just do it for the just do it for that. Okay, this is a pretty lazy work right here. Like, okay, so I really don't have any word for that. Like, this is pretty much unacceptable. Like, at least bring us like a new EX skill. Hello? Wow, look at those stats. Okay, they definitely look pretty promising. Like, okay, so since they did release this one having this amount of stat, I'm pretty confident in terms of this week arena announcement. They will definitely drop it as a shot defense arena mode. Just because look at this right now. This kind of reminds me of like when they originally dropped, what is it, the Raven back in, like, I don't even know when was that, like back then when like it's pretty prominent, having a lot of banners back in the days, you know. But yeah, looks like they're going all out with these status over here. Let me take a look at the leg real quick. Wow, yeah, the leg's definitely, you know, screaming some pretty high shot defense right there. This one's gonna be yeah, same old same old. So ooh, this one is locked into the Gatling gun. I don't know about that. Okay, what about the beam javelin? Okay, look at those stats. They are definitely pumping it up with like everything they got. Okay. Another squad EX boosting, so that's cool. That aspect of it is cool. So I would definitely give that. But other than that, like, is there anything new here? Wow, this one is the double cut. Okay, that's cool, right? Yeah, I guess. This one of it, oh, same stat wise over here. Wow, another. Yeah, this one is not looking too promising, honestly. Like, so I would say this one is going to be a hot skip if you guys don't too care much about maybe the stat of like what's going on with this overall kit. I think it's definitely skippable. Like, I don't really see like a point of actually summoning for it, except for the stat that we're seeing, and this one is the big skill. So if you guys do want to wait, just want to continue saving up, I would say wait until anniversary. I will give them until anniversary to make something of a change, you know, because right now what they're doing is just pretty much bad. Like, I don't mind them doing like recycled, you know, like this over here, like this one being the last one of the completion, having all three attributes whatsoever. At least make a change to having like a brand new EX skill, because the past few Form Unicorn, it has been dry. It has been exactly the same EX skill, so I'm just like, why? Like, why would you guys even bother doing that? So this is definitely a big gap on their part, and a lot of people are definitely gonna grill them on this. Like, definitely gonna like post all those comments like this is not acceptable. So I don't really know what they're thinking behind their heads. Like, yeah, this is pretty much the laziest recycled unit I have seen. Like, at least the other one, like this one, they kind of slightly changed up the EX skill wise, but this one strictly big skeleton, pump up the stats, and then give it SS power for the cutscene, and pretty much it. Pretty lazy on this one. This just not cool, you know. Like, you're asking people to put money into this game, and then you're doing the same old like I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, who's actually gonna buy these, right? You know, like they gonna offer you like, oh, here you go, here's gonna be some hardships that you can buy, but like, are you really gonna summon for the same thing? Just the fact that one's a big scale 7-star, like, come on now. That's lazy work right there. I think other things to kind of take a look at is definitely going to be the exchangeable page over here. Let me take a look at the Dynamis. Maybe the Dynamis will shine some hope into me, I guess. Yeah, they're already doing it. So yeah, they're adding like a brand new weapon. So that's cool. That is like a, I'll give them like a redeeming factor a bit. At least they're making quote unquote brand new over here. So that's cool, because like we have not actually seen like the original Dynamis with its dual wielding the beam pistol. So I'll definitely give them that. And the partial wise is not really too hot, but overall pretty good style. Overall, you got some good defense as well. So okay, this one they're not pumping it. I don't think the original one has an EXQ on this one, so this one is cool. This one I'll definitely give them that. So this one is shooting power boosting, not bad. Great vortex set as well, so we'll definitely for that. So what about the back EX skill trends? And what are we doing here? Okay, the stat line is definitely very good. It's very good actually. My bad. What about the leg? Hopefully it's a B. Oh, come on. They they could at least change it up, like make this into a B power already. Come on, please. Why? It was doing pretty good until the EX skill. I'm just like, oh. If this one was like the opposite, maybe like a D pierce and A power, this one will be golden. This one will be like a pretty good EX skill on base already. They didn't really follow exactly the same as the Gaussian repeat as we had 2 weeks ago, where they actually kind of changed up like the power wise, piercing wise, giving it directly into like a B ratio, I believe. This one just like, oh, they're just gonna follow the original one, I guess. What about the arm? Oh wow, this is good. They're pumping it up with a buff trait on this one over here. Granted, you do have to be using a long range war tag. I mean, it's good. Having these as a welfare selection is definitely a very good factors. Okay, definitely a very redeeming factor from the original one. And this one over here, we got some when speed attribute, enemy shooting power reduced, so that's actually not bad. Overall, pretty good. And headwise over here, hopefully, oh wow, a quick reload gamma, right? Gamma, yeah. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this one because I was expecting like an actual buff, you know, EX skill right there. But I guess in terms of the standard one, that is where the standard one is definitely gonna win because the standard one does have you know, have its current alteration. Definitely going to be able to outshine as a 49% compared to maybe this one. If they would have made the exact same one, for example, this one was just going to be sitting at a 39%, which I would say standard is going to be better, which I'm pretty true on that one, pretty accurate, I would say. So yeah, definitely not a bad disappointment. I will have to say in terms of how good this one is, probably not as good as maybe the Gyushin presented so 2 weeks ago. I could be wrong. Definitely have to take a look at the stat overall afterward to see, you know, what kind of differences we are looking at. Then under that, definitely going to be picking up all these if you guys can, and that should be pretty much it from here. What about the fragment for this week? Fragment for this week, we have the Kasashi High New Gundam Death Type. I wonder if that one is going to be let me see which one is that. I wonder. Oh, the original one. Okay, this have alteration. Basically all these this have is alteration. So okay, definitely talk to you guys more about, you know, what you want to do with the fragment over here on like a later day, obviously. And then take a look at this week's or these 2 weeks what you call it, the multi-mission exchange over here. So not a bad roster, I would have to say. It's actually pretty good. This one should be H1. You got the Rose and Zulu right there, and then we got the TR1 Advanced Zeta, right? Or is it not Advanced Hazel? I'm like, not Zeta, Hazel. There you go. I think all these are pretty promising. I would dare say, like, you know, the TR1 is definitely pretty good. You have some pretty fun EX skill for the Rose and Zulu, so that's actually pretty good. H1 is definitely pretty hot as well. Some of the portraits are definitely pretty good as well, so not bad. Definitely a pretty good roster looking at right there. So moving over to the achievement, or not the achievement, the missions over here. So let's kind of take a look at what we have. Alright, in terms of the mission so far, we obviously do have the welfare mission right here, and then definitely take a look at the crew mission right here. So not bad overall. So I guess the last way, I didn't even click on a capsule. I didn't even click on a banner because it's like, it's gonna be pretty disappointing. Okay, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still gonna submit on it, but I'm not really gonna be like extremely hyped for like those brand new traits whatsoever. Stat could be like a different bit, can be like a different aspect, but I'm not really intrigued by big scale like right now, just because we do have a few already. So I'm just like, it's cool, it's cool and all, but it's just not something that we really want at this point in time. Recycle everything, copy and paste, just brand new stats, different attribute. This one is pretty bad. Just gonna say it. Just like, I don't know, man. But that is gonna be pretty much it. So do let me know how do you guys feel about this the new unicorn banner. And then as for Dynamis, are you guys cool about having that new GM beam pistol? I think for me personally, I will definitely be using it if I can. Definitely pretty hot for the aesthetic purposes of it. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it. Later on, I'll definitely be doing a little bit of a summoning. Probably won't go in too much because I'm just like, if I can't pull anything, I can't pull it. I really don't care at this point in time. I'm simply just going to be summoning for the L badges and pretty much it. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys all on the next one.